At 5:01, I will do a roll call of the commission members, and then we can read the legal notice in if you're agreeable.
Yes.
All right, so roll call of the members in attendance. I've got Jay Bombara,
Here.
Joanne Lawson,
Here.
Michelle Phelan,
Here.
Liz Gemske,
Here.
John Renahan,
Here.
and Jim Calciano.
Here.
Okay, and Mr. Chair, we have a vacancy, so either Liz or John Renahan will need to be seated for the meeting as a voting member this evening.
John.
John Renahan, okay. Okay, and then the legal notice. I gotta pull. There's legal notice. Do you want me to, do you want me to read it?
Yes.
Okay. So legal notice for this evening's meeting, Town of Farmington Historic District Commission. Notice is hereby given that the Farmington Historic District Commission will hold an online public hearing on Tuesday, November 15th, 2002 at 5 p.m. on the following application. Hartford Baking Company, application for temporary certificate of appropriateness to replace front door at 767 Farmington Avenue. Interested parties are encouraged to participate in this online public hearing. The link to this meeting may be found on the Town of Farmington's website as listed on the screen. A copy of this proposal is on file in the Planning Department at Town Hall, Farmington, Connecticut, and may also be accessed online as indicated on the screen, or by calling the Planning Department at 860-675-2327. Dated at Farmington, Connecticut, this 27th day of October 2022. James Calciano, Secretary at the time, Farmington Historic District Commission. Mr. Chair, all yours.
So do we have the representative from Hartford Baking Company online?
I believe we do. Scott, are you on the meeting this evening? Scott Kluger. See him. I can see he logged in. Scott, can you hear us?
It's on mute.
Yeah, I know, and I can't, I can ask him to unmute, but I can't actually unmute him.
Hello, did you ask me to unmute?
For Scott, yes. Yep, absolutely.
Hi, this is Scott's wife, Kat. I think Scott is on his way. I do not know if you can hear that. I do have a screaming toddler in the background, which is why I was muted.
No problem, that's
But
okay.
good evening. Hope
Good
everyone's
evening.
doing
Good
well.
evening.
Hello. Yeah, I know Scott was joining this call. I don't know if is he needed right now? Do you need me to text him?
Well, he's the only item, public hearing item on the agenda, so
Got it.
yeah, so if he's not on, we've got a short amount of other things to take care of, but we do actually need him on the call to answer any questions the commission may have so that we can move forward with this matter.
All right, perfect. I just texted him for you. Let me
Okay.
actually, and I'm gonna mute myself, duck off, and just give him a quick call, and then I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Okie dokie. All righty.
Do you want to just go to the other business?
So why not? We will go to the other, hey, Liz, go ahead.
Sorry. I just had a question actually,
Certainly.
and now may not be the right time, but I just wondered if we were going to go back to in-person meetings.
We can, I guess that's something and it might be perhaps a January conversation once we end up with a full complement of, sorry, I was just trying to monitor. I got a ding indicating somebody had joined in, so I'm trying to just monitor. There's 2 Scott Klugers now. I don't know. So it would be something that the commission can discuss. The other land use committees are not. I guess too, it depends on folks' work schedule and being able to get to town hall for an in-person meeting. So we can put it perhaps on the January agenda. Everyone can consider what they want to do moving forward. And whether or not they want to be in person. If we are going to be in person, my only requirement is that at least the majority of the commission members are in attendance in person. It takes a great deal of additional IT work to do the hybrid meeting, because based on the general statutes, we still need to provide an online option for those wishing to call in. And when we do it down in the council chambers, in order to hear Zoom in the council chambers and the people on Zoom to be able to hear what's going on in the council chambers, there's extra steps that need to be taken. So we need IT on hand to assist. So yes, it can be done, but it does really require the majority to participate in person. So if everyone's agreeable, we can let everybody think about that, understanding that that's the parameters, and then discuss in January how everyone wants to proceed.
Great, thank you.
Absolutely. I see. I've got I don't know. I've got a Scott Kluger. I don't know who's on.
Yeah, I'm here.
You're here.
Hi,
Okay.
everyone.
Perfect. Okay, so Scott, I've got your application and the door that you submitted with the application from, it looks like it's from Wood Grain Doors. I'm assuming this is what you found, and if just explain to the commission how, I guess, your timing and what is this the exact door that you intend on installing, et cetera?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I told them I wanted, and that's what they came back with, the door company. It's gonna take about 5 months to get, because it's custom.
Okay. And you're gonna install without a screen door, is that correct? It'll be just the door, no screen, or are you doing a screen?
Yeah, no, we don't need a screen door.
No screen door. Okay, I don't know that there's much, so we can run through everyone for questions if we want to.
Yes, why don't we start with Jay Bombera?
Okay, thanks, Jim. Yeah, Scott, so it says solid wood door, and then I look at the door, the drawing, which I assume is what we're gonna get, or you're gonna get. There are mullions. Is that just decorative, or is there actually gonna be glass windows?
I'm sorry, there's what?
Mullions, that looks like there's window panes there?
Window, yeah, I mean, there's glass in it.
There is
Just like
glass. Okay, all right. That's fine. And then the size of the door, is it gonna fit the existing frame, or is it bigger, smaller?
It's the exact same size as the current one. Same size as the old one, same size as the current one.
Great, thanks. No further questions.
Commissioner Renahan?
Hey Scott, is it the panes themselves divided light like normal panes, or is it a sheet of glass and then?
I asked for divided light. That's what I told them I wanted, so that's what it should be.
Thanks. No questions.
Is Commissioner Sanford on?
No.
No, he's absent today.
So Liz Gemsky?
No, I think questions have been answered. Thank you.
And Michelle
Michelle.
Phelan?
Yeah, I don't have any additional questions. Thank you.
And
Joanne.
Joanne.
Joanne Lawson? Hi, Joanne.
Joanne.
Hi, sorry. Yeah, I have no further questions. Thank you.
Okay, if we have I have no further questions. I think the commissioners answered everything that I would have asked, and you can see it's a large door because that is a large opening. So do we have any comments, people waiting?
We can check to see if there's any, if anyone's called in to offer comment or have questions regarding the application for Hartford Baking Company, please raise your hand using the feature in Zoom, and you will be acknowledged to address the commission. And is anyone called in to speak on the Hartford Baking Company application? Mr. Chair, there's no hands raised.
If there are no further questions from the commissioners, do we have a motion from the panel?
Yeah, I'll make a motion, Jim, that we grant a temporary certificate of appropriateness to install a door at 767 Farmington Avenue to the Hartford Baking Company in accordance with the application and the design of the door as submitted.
Is there a second?
Second.
And any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, raise your hand.
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone against? No abstentions? Motion carries.
Okay. All right, Scott, thank you very much. You'll get a follow-up letter from us indicating the door has been approved, and then we'll just stay in touch, and hopefully by I know we've got holidays and whatnot, but hopefully somewhere late spring or at the latest early summer, the store is in. We look forward to seeing it in.
Yeah, I mean, they told me 16 to 20 weeks after I get it. It shouldn't take more than 2 weeks to schedule a contractor to put it in. So, but it will take time.
No, understood. That's why we'll probably, like, I'll just put a note in my calendar to touch base, towards the end of April. Understanding that it's, we've got Thanksgiving and holidays and whatnot to get through, so.
Thank you, Scott, for working with us. It was a long haul, but it looks good. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Also,
Have a good-
I apologize to the commission. I just realized the reason I was also showing up as Scott is because he forwarded me a link before the Zoom call and I just clicked on it.
I forwarded somebody. Yeah. the
Usually
link.
I thought it said my name and that's why I was confused and I was like, oh, they just must see a Kluger on the phone. So
Yep.
I'm sorry about that.
No problem at all. We got it all. It's all covered and you're here, so we're good. So
All right, wonderful. Thank you. Thank
you're
you
all
guys.
set. You're both, you're welcome to continue to stay on. You're also welcome to log off. Your
All right.
matter's all set, so you're free to log off at this point.
All right, wonderful. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
You
You
too.
too.
Thank you. Okay.
And that was our public hearing
That was
done.
the public hearing. We are finished with that.
So-
So,
So we're going to go to other business,
correct.
election of officers to fill vacancies through the end of 2022.
Correct.
Here we are.
Here we are, but we technically, when I read the bylaws say shall, it's a shall provision. If the post of vice chair becomes vacant, that shall assume, and it just keeps rolling too. So we can go through elections, fill the vacancies, and then we get to do it all again next month for the entirety of 2023. So it's up to you, Mr. Chair, if you'd like to take nominations for vice chair, or I can do this whichever your preference is.
Just you go ahead.
Go for
Lead
it.
the way.
Okay. So we'll start with vice chair. I need a nomination and a second for vice chair to bring us through the end of 2022, please.
I'll nominate Jay Bombera.
Okay. Is there a second to that nomination?
I'll second.
Thank you.
Kind of a lot of responsibility, isn't it? One meeting.
I know,
Thanks,
listen, the silliness of this is not lost on me, but are there any other nominations for vice chair that anyone would like to put forth this evening? Okay, hearing none. We've got a motion and a second for Jay as vice chair.
Point of
I'm s-
order, can I just, and this is silly, I agree, but it's now that I'm thinking about this. So who is voting? I know there's 4 regular members on, and then John is currently serving, I think, through Jim's appointment. Is John voting on these or is he
Correct.
not?
Yes.
Yes, so John run it, so it's Jim Calciano, Jay Bombara, Joanne Lawson, Michelle Phelan as full members voting, and they are the full members eligible. Well, Jim isn't,
Okay.
'cause Jim's chair, but those are the members eligible for holding office. And then John Renahan is filling the vacancy for the purpose of voting. Yes. So there are 5 voting members.
Okay,
These are from the United States, so it's
Okay.
embarrassing, and the people in North Philadelphia and other cities in America have to.
Joanne, you're not muted, Joanne. Okay,
Okay. So, Jay, any other question or?
oh, no, thanks, nope.
That
I'm
was-
ready to
okay.
go.
Nope, okay, so we're at vice chair nomination as Jay Bombara, and we have the motion and second. So there were no other nominations put forth, so all in favor signify by saying aye.
Bye.
Hi.
Aye, okay, any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, hearing
So I'll-
none.
I'll update my LinkedIn right now.
Perfect.
What bother?
Perfect.
Go to sleep for a week.
Oh my goodness, okay, we're gonna do the same thing for secretary, please. Is there a nomination for?
I'll nominate Michelle Phelan to serve as secretary for the remainder of the term.
Okay, is there a second?
Second,
Okay, are there any other nominations for secretary? Okay, hearing none, we have Michelle has been nominated as secretary. There's the motion and second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Bye.
Aye. All right, any opposed? Any abstentions? All right, thank you for indulging me on that. It's a nice practice run for us for December. So, thank you, everyone.
Hey, Jim, I'm gonna need a little coaching, but I'm speaking to a pro, so there you go.
You're good. We'll get you all prepped with the legal notice in advance for December. You'll be good to go. So. Okay,
Next item is the schedule.
the meeting schedule, correct, for 2023, if we can believe that we 2023. So, so it's the typical, I believe we're at third Tuesday of the month. Thank you. I'm like trying to remember where I am. For the most part, it's
That's
following
okay.
third Tuesday of the month. It's always the Tuesday. Sometimes we've had to bounce it a little bit, because of holidays or different things going on, but the schedule is put forth. I believe it was shared in advance, so. Unless there's, we can give a motion in a second, and then if there's any comments, discussions, or corrections that need to be made, then we can do that.
Do we have a
I'll
motion?
make a motion. I'll make a motion that we adopt the meeting schedule set forth on the attack memo, whatever we're calling it.
Hey, Jay, I had a question for Shannon. Just, I know we changed it to 5 this year.
Yes.
Did that work out for you all, or like, do you want to keep it at 5 for next year? Any preference there?
It's been fine for us. Yeah, it's fine. So it hasn't been inconvenient, and I'm assuming if the commission decides to go in person, it might be even more convenient for you all that are taking it from offices instead of homes. So, but yeah, 5 o'clock was not an issue for staff.
Do we have a second?
Yeah, we need a second.
Second.
John, right hand.
JR, okay.
Any further discussion?
No, I went through and put them on my calendar and I didn't see any conflicts with holidays or anything else. So I think looks great. Thanks.
And Jay, that is my calendar, but anyway. So,
Liz, go ahead. You've got
The
your
only
hand.
thing I noticed is it still has Evan as the chair, so I think that just needs to be corrected.
Oh, hey, good call.
These are dropping in August.
They were, yeah, they were, Sandy does them in August when we're on break, but yes, good point. We can certainly update both based on, this evening's status. Thank you.
Yep.
any further catches? Hearing none. All those in favor adopting this new schedule? Raise your hand. Aye.
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 Oppose, abstentions? Hearing none. Motion carries.
Okay.
Then staff report.
Staff report, just briefly, the expansion report for the Farmington Historic District that had the two properties, the Protos property and B Stockwell's property. It should be approved and go through SHPO on early December, which will clear us to then do the public hearing on the expansion report in December. The only caveat is the December meeting is December 20th. It does put us on, it is the third Tuesday. I just briefly looked at our global calendar and tried to see if we could move it to the week prior to December 13th. And there's already a 4:30 and a 7 o'clock meeting on the calendars, and it's a town council meeting. So I can't move stuff around, unfortunately. So we can certainly set it up for that way. And then just if it ends up that folks are going to be away for holidays or early, then we'll just have to move it to January. But
So play it by ear, but the
Right.
20th sounds
I think
plenty of time before Christmas.
it should, and on our part, staff's part, all the reports all finished, so it's just putting a quick PowerPoint together and getting it teed up. So that will be on the 20th, and then of course the elections for the 2023 calendar year will be on the December. And I don't think I've got anything else unless anybody has a question for me about anything, any goings on.
None here. Anyone else have anything to ask staff?
Sorry, it's Liz again. I'm
Sure.
very vocal today.
That's okay.
Can we have our discussion about in-person in December, so we're ready to go in January for the year instead of waiting till January?
Sure.
Is that possible?
It's
I just
it's
figured it might be-
it's whatever you all want to do.
I'm fine with that. I would mind. I've, just always wanted to be in the room where it happens. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm here today.
Okay,
Good
so
joke,
yeah, we
yeah.
can put that on next month's agenda.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'm for that. I think, what do you say, Joanne and Jay and
I wish I were there. It would be great to be in person.
Yeah,
Okey doke, we'll chat about it in December, come to a consensus and then proceed accordingly. That's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Anything else?
Last thing would be the minutes, to approve the minutes of the October 18th meeting.
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes as submitted.
There's a second.
Second, Joanne.
Any discussion, omissions? Hearing none. All those in favor? Aye, and raise your hand.
Aye.
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 All righty.
Okay, if I will entertain a motion to adjourn. Unless you have something else.
So moved.
There's a second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion carries.